Also, you don't know if you plan to compete in 2026 because you don't know about it until you go through the budgeting process with the poll ads. Okay. I mean, first of all, what you're telling me is something which we already know, and I just want to make sure that everybody on this podcast understands. You just made it very clear there's a correlation there.
Well, yeah.
That how competitive we're going to be in 2026 is dependent on what payroll I get in 2026.
Which in itself is interesting because at the end of a season, for instance, 2 years ago when they collapsed, I asked Falvey and I asked Polad at the end of the season thing, you guys collapsed down the stretch after being in playoff position. You ended up missing the playoffs by whatever it was, 3 games. Right. Do you feel like slashing $30 million off the payroll had a direct, result of that? And they both said, no, payroll doesn't matter. And then fast forward a year, and it's like, I can't tell you the direction of the team because I don't know what the payroll is. Right. Well, you just said a year ago and you constantly said. So whatever way the wind's blowing is the side of that they like to take, which I understand. I'm not naive to the idea that this is not a Twins-specific thing. This is how people in these positions talk to people in our positions. But here's ultimately what this podcast is. We don't have to swallow the sandwich and say it was good. Do you know what I mean? We can say it doesn't make any sense what we're being told.